Hey, what's up, guys? So today, I was watching a video, but you're not gonna believe what video we're watching today. Actually, you think it's a new video, but it's quite an old one. Actually, it's 6 years old. It's a 15-minute long video. Just watch it. Hope these speaking voices are gonna make a reaction.
A lot of them have gone on to have major careers as
Limiter. Speaking voice around B1 to F2. This is their speaking age.
It's really kind of amazing.
I'm gonna say it
bring together people that really kind of.
I'm gonna wait until after. Okay.
What do we call your?
My voice.
Yes.
It's actually called a basso profundo, which means deep low bass.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that seems like that's accurate.
Mika's not supposed to speaking voice around F1 C2 down to E flat rotationally. Oh, but. Johnson's born Jeff Castellucci.
Just don't do it.
Speaking voice around C2 to
One of the reasons why I like this song so much because it forces you to, when you're mimicking Thurl, you're putting that sound really forward in your mask, which is helpful for me. And also, I mean, he's just got a great voice, so singing along with him just helps in general. Many years ago, I had
Kenter, speaking voice speaks up on the A2. Nobody watched video like 10 times, so I'm not gonna spoil it.
He was one of the, to me, the greatest bass singer ever lived. And we played golf probably 100 times together, and I'd like to say we were real close.
Als merkte, dass ich nicht sagen nur hörte auf zu singen, versteckte sich während der Pause auf der Toilette, bis der Dirigent nie erreichen konnte. Und dann haben wir dann in der Pause die Dinge im zweiten Akt, wo Gott sei Dank nicht sehr viel geändert war, haben wir dann besprochen und dann ging es. Aber das war für mich der Schock meines Lebens.
Speaking voice around C2 to A2,
ich besetzt, dass wir mit 5 Partien durch die Welt reisen sollte und die überall abziehen. Aber es gibt, dass es keine Sänger gibt, das ist ein Trugschluss. Es gibt sehr begabte Sänger nach wie vor.
Abby Kaplan. He's one of my favorite bass singers, honestly. Abby Kaplan, if you're watching this, amazing, keep it up. Speaking voice around C2 to A2. Abby Kaplan is an amazing singer. Right. You know, apparently he's only about 34, 35. I once looked up how old he was. And apparently he's like 34, 35, something like that. I'm like, I thought he was like 50.
I really wanted to do it live because I wanted to have this energy. And
Thought he was literally
I'm so excited to play for you all.
like 50.
People that I already know,
Maybe it's just a beard.
and hopefully many new people as well.
And vocal fry is one thing that
Matt Fouch, speaking voice around
I
C2
try to stay away
to
from, because just for me personally, I don't like the sound of vocal fry. I'm glad to hear you say that, just because for me personally, I don't like the sound of vocal fry when you're performing. You hear of guys or you see guys that leave a group and then they end up trying to do some solo stuff and then they come back to a group, you know, that type of stuff. What is that experience like?
And so I went to college as a pre-dental major for a couple of years.
Tim Faust.
And then, but I still had like enough of the bug where it's like, you know, I should maybe
Oh no, I
try
sorry.
this music thing. Like, I can always go back to school and I want to like be, you know, marketable and have youth on my side and all that. So, you know, I just decided to try to just like join the startup band in Minnesota when I was 20 years old. And have been doing that sort of thing ever since.
What's your rank?
Eric Holloway,
How low can
speaking
you
voice
go?
around C2
How
to
high can
A2.
you go? I don't really get into all of it. I see YouTube videos, and a lot of these guys who claim to be so low, basically what they're doing is called a vocal fray. And I don't consider that really singing. I guess if you were trying to compete for a low note contest.
Started singing when I was actually
Max
very
Briggs,
young. I would go to
speaking voice around the A1 to G2.
the gospel sings, the quartet. Bass singers were my heroes, George Yance, J.D. Sumner, all those guys, and wanted to emulate them. My voice dropped at a pretty early age. I was about 12 or 13 years old, and it dropped. Did some chorus singing and other stuff like that, but
He's on
didn't
full
really
volume.
pursue it much until about the age of 19 or 20. I started singing in a quartet and traveling around.
Vladimir Miller. Speaking voice around C2 to C3, whole octave. From a bass low C2 to a central C3.
Добрый день, дорогие друзья. Сегодня у нас
Vladimir Miller is so nice looking.
Россия.
I can literally know about 7 men with back.
И Владимир.
Like, exactly. Maybe
Из Санкт-Петербурга. Я рад всех вас
his voice sounds like literally every man I know.
Объединиться во что-то такое единое и интересное. Вот надеемся, что скоро это произойдет. Но пока что идет время репетиций, но сама идея очень интересная, и я думаю, людей это порадует.
Somewhere. Speaking voice around F1 to D2, don't even occasion.
Frank Stamp's model when I was 4 years old. He came to the Church of God camp meeting in Florida and sung Stand By Me to 10,000 people without a microphone. And my mother said that, I said that night that at me 4 years old, I was going to be a bass singer, just like Mr. Frank Stamps.
And about J.D. Sumner retiring. Is any truth to that?
I ain't gonna retire. Just Jesus retired, man. No, I don't have anything to do but sing. I lost my wife 6 years ago, and I don't even want to stay at home. I love God called the dry land earth.
Tim Storms. It's also Storms with typo. Speaking
And God saw that it was good.
voice
Winter in Japan and a snowstorm attacks
around
the
F1 G2.
mountains of Shigakujin. Not many animals can survive the icy wrath, and yet in the cold months, still monkeys can be seen playing in hot springs. Used to validate accuracy to 5/10,000ths of an inch, the Brown and Sharp CMM is a precision measuring device that needs MMP's meticulous attention to detail. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings.
Listen, guys, I know
like
Tim Storms is a bit like Stephen Fry.
Like,
So look him up.
if you were to
Stephen Fry's a mad man. He's an amazing one.
value of musical note, it would be G-7.
The next buddy is actually I already watched the Marcus
That
Brothers.
frequency, that's 0.189 hertz.
Well, I'm the first
The
man.
Rage Prophets, yeah?
Voice of the first man on Mark
Speaking
Twain.
voice around E2 to C3, never C2 occasionally.
And in the Bear Country Jamboree, I'm the old sourpuss on the wall, the buffalo head.
Go on, sing it, babe. Come on, sing it, babe.
And I've done, I'm the parrot in the Enchanted Tiki Room.
For 45 years?
Yeah.
What voice is that?
Well, I'm sure you've heard the guy who, if somebody says,
Tony, are they any good? Tony says, there go.
You know what? I'm not even
Luke
mad
Taylor.
about this.
Speaking voice around C2 to
Because
A2.
everyone's always like, you look like you're a baby.
Same as like the captain
And
actually.
I'm honestly very happy with this because now somebody's like, hey, you actually look remotely old. So thank you. You're my new favorite person. Okay. So this is what I sound like in the morning. It's not that different, but yeah.
Just
Johnny Cash.
That, but I
Speaking with
hit
D2
burn
C3.
threw him away, you know. But the first one that I have kept, I was 12 years old. And I know
Sorry for beatbox in the background.
songs,
I just like
short
beatbox like.
stories, and new pictures, a little of everything. Country music is a big part of the folk music of America. I think probably, a lot of people probably don't appreciate a lot of country music. I suppose I don't appreciate some of it, but basically I think country music is our greatest music and probably
It's changed over time.
Elliot
I enjoy
Robinson.
such a
Speaking
wide
voice B1 to A2.
variety of music. I mean, growing up, it was all
Oh my
just
God,
soul,
his voice.
R&B. You know, Michael Jackson was a hero of mine. He used to have the bad poster with the leather and 1,000 zippers and all that. I want to shout out and meant to mention in our previous question about bass that I hear, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's good stuff. Doing a collab with him that's already recorded, and folks, you guys are really gonna love it. Axion's going to have more coming on, and another vocal jazz thing coming up later this year in a month or two. So,
And when we won our first Country Music
Richard
Association
Thurman, speaking
award,
voice around B1 to G sharp to down to
Johnny
G
Cash
sharp
was
on
hosting
occasionally.
the show. When they called our name, we ran up on the stage, and instead of going to the stage left to receive our award, we ran over to stage right where Johnny Cash was standing. We all hugged his neck, and he said, "See, fellas, I told you it was going to happen," and he was right. Prior to joining the Oak Ridge Boys, I sang with J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet, and for about a year and a half of that time, there was a time when we were playing in Las Vegas where we were doing 2 shows. Between the 2 shows, Elvis came into our dressing room and said that he wanted to talk to us. So he asked us to come up to his room, his suite at the top of the Las Vegas Hilton.
You're here. Good noon.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person either. I just look
Corpse husbands. Speaking voice around G sharp 1 to E flat 2 down to F sharp 1 occasionally.
when I wake up, that's what
oh my God, I'm scared.
I didn't know it could get lower.
Mike.
You can hit puberty twice. Jesus.
Can I just borrow the voice? Like 5 minutes.
What would you do with that?
I don't know, like call my dad or something and be like,
All right, let's just not look at each other ever. Everybody travel in packs of 1. Felix just killed Lily in front of me. Felix just killed Lily in front of me. So
Literally made this so hard
I
for
was
me.
with Jack.
They're playing Among Us,
Top
nice.
right, I walked down all the way around. I checked left.
How they're playing Among Us,
walked
nice,
in.
isn't it?
Felix was standing
Sorry I'm
over
shouting,
by me.
it's
He saw
on
me
the yelling,
recording.
it's just
I
because
never thought of myself as a poet, to tell you the
I
truth.
just
I
loud.
always
Leonard
thought
Cohen,
that,
speaking voice around B flat 1 to G2.
poetry is the verdict that others give to a certain kind of writing.
Oh my lord, his voice. That looks a bit like my granddad. His voice is. I won't actually record a voice from the granddad because it's pricey. But like that, because just.
It's for others
just-
to use.
Меня зовут Юрий Вишняков.
Yuri Vishnyakov. How you pronounce it? Yeah. Speaking voice around D2 to C3. Same as Johnny Cash.
Ощутил свою октавную, так сказать, принадлежность где-то после 23-25 лет, около того. Мы пели ее очень много и во времена Клавдии Борисовича Птицы, и во времена Ермаковой, Людмилы Владимировны, и во времена Конторовича.
And that was the time that I actually
I'm not pronouncing that name, but
an artist called
I don't know how to pronounce it. If anyone
and
knows,
tried
tell
to
me.
imitate that
Speaking
kind
voice
of
around A1
instrumental use
F2.
of the human voice. And but I think the high school was around 16, 18. That was the thing that really turned me into more of a singer than a player. Because at that time I was still playing viola and I was playing the drums in a jazz trio.
And I wanted to sing up.
Gene McDonald. Speaking voice around E flat to B2.
HMS Pinafore and Bobble Ann, Devlin Daniel Webster. And
Oh my lord, his voice sounds. He sounds a bit like Dream. You know the YouTuber Dream?
It became where
Literally play a clip of Dream.
opportunity got out because I felt like I had been burned in essence. And so
Mikhail Kudlov. Speaking voice around B1 to B flat 2.
Мягко и бархатно. Врачом начал беседовать, извините, опоздали на полчаса, пришли.
I had that
Jeff Chaplin.
mountain man
Speaking voice around B1 to E2.
Again, I had a mustache back in the 90s, you know, but 80s and 90s, but, you know, since I've been with the Kingdom Air, they're kind of been clean shaven. A lot of people like that. It's just one of the rules they set, which is weird because back in the 90s, everybody, even the Kingdom Airs, had mustaches and you know, longer hair, party in the back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right. I was 14 years old.
Barry White. Speaking voice around A1 to C sharp 2 down to F1 occasionally. Oh my lord, this is his voice.
She was stunned, I was stunned. We stood there looking at each other. I was scared to speak. I was scared to say anything else.
Oh my lord, Barry White is like the best voice ever.
Rolling down her face and she said my baby became a man today. So that's the day I started shaving.
Your beard just popped out like that.
Next morning, after the day of my voice changing, hair started going on my face.
Corbin.
Yeah. This
slowest vibrations or that you can make with your vocal cords, or as they're called, this will be the
Roger
slowest vocal
Minas,
pulses, with
speaking
the
voice
greatest
from
interval
G sharp 1 to
between them.
E2.
Yeah,
Don't keep that one occasionally.
I didn't make it melodic, so
Well.
here's another thing I can do.
Okay.
Wait.
Yep, that's the video. Well, that was the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And that was my reaction to Basic Voice. Also, this is my first video of 2024. So Happy New Year! And this is my first 4K video. I feel like I deserve 4K. I don't know if it's 4K in quality. Bye.